It was Hannah and my anniversary last week. Married now for 7 years. Well, they say the 7-year itch. You're supposed to get the 7-year itch back now, aren't you? You got any itches?
No.
Promise?
Yeah.
Good. If you got any itches, we'll sort it out, okay? I'll change something. Just don't get itchy.
I know what you can change.
I
know what you can change to stop me getting itchy.
What?
You can stop leaving all your dirty clothes on my side of the bed every day.
Oh, okay.
That would be a wonderful...
We're doing this, are we?
Yes, we are.
I've got a list of things that annoy me about you. Want me to read them to you?
Yeah, you can do that if you like. I feel like I need some kind of like tranquilizer or sedative.
They're being dicks today, aren't they?
It'll be fine. It's always fine as soon as we leave the house. Whenever we go out to run around,
you're right.
It's always fine. It's just that bit in the morning. They've got so much energy and we're just like sucking all our coffees like...
We're going to start this week's video off with a bike ride. I'll put some sun cream on first though because it's like what I got burnt the other day.
You're a redneck, Stefan. A redneck and nothing more.
A couple of months ago, Hannah and I had our bikes stolen. Somebody jumped over our back gate and crowbarred into our little bike shed and stole our bikes. The problem is with Bath, you see, is that it's really close to Bristol, so people from Bristol just come to Bath and steal all of our stuff. I've written to the council and asked if they could build like potentially like a wall around Bath to stop anyone getting in, but they've never replied. Anyway, it turns out that our house insurance company were really good and just said, look, yeah, fine, here's some money to buy some new bikes. So let me show you the new bikes that we bought. This here is my bike. It's called the Arisen Miller. It has a battery that sits on the frame here, but it also has a battery that sits inside the frame. The mileage on this thing is crazy. I think without kids on the back, you can get like 50 to 70 miles pretty much without having to recharge it. It's incredible. But the best thing about e-bikes is you can get 2 kids on the back. Anyway, let me show you Hannah's. This is Hannah's. The same model as the last one she had, but slightly longer. So again, she can get 2 kids on the back. Or this basket, which George sits in. One of the best things about it is that it has these 2 massive, great big bags on the back. So we can get loads of stuff in there with our towels.
I'm not an idiot. I know you couldn't give a flying fuck about the storage facilities of Hannah's new e-bike. But if you hadn't noticed, we are in the midst of a global pandemic and facing a very uncertain future. So I figured we'd just ignore that elephant in the room coughing up blood and, I don't know, just look at a dachshund on the back of a bike in a wicker basket. Because if that doesn't make things feel better, then I don't know what will.
Mum wants to cut her hair.
No, scissors.
I thought you said you liked me longer.
I do. I think Grayson needs a haircut.
No, please.
Why are you so attached to your hair?
I'll give you the puppy eyes.
What?
I'll give you the puppy eyes. You better give her the puppy eyes. Give her the puppy eyes. Give her the puppy eyes. Quick, before she goes for it. Puppy eyes. You leave the lid off stuff so much that like most of the stuff in the cupboard is just lidless.
Yeah, I've done that ever since I was a kid.
That breaks me. You refuse to play competitive sports with me.
Yeah, but you're too competitive. It just becomes unenjoyable.
You have periods. Oh, you don't think you do anymore, but you did for a while steal my razor and use that, which was a savage move.
Yours is sharper than mine.
You shave all your legs and armpits and everything on that. It goes on my face.
You put it right at the back of the cupboard, so I just thought it was one that wasn't being used.
Hidden from you, madam. See, God, it's like you're from Bristol or something.
Carry on. I'm quite enjoying this.
Did you bring tea? Oh, amazing.
Do you know what you do when you're looking at a catastrophic global market crash leading to widespread unemployment, civil unrest and economic hardships not seen for around 300 years, all of which brought on by an incurable, highly contagious respiratory disease that suffocates its host to death? You go on a picnic, you take a flask of tea, you pack a couple of fucking Garibaldi's. That's what you do. It's called denial and it's wonderful.
Good boy, Ruby.
If the world's burning, you can either cry about it or you can fish out a couple of marshmallows, pop them on a stick and use that wall of flames to do a bit of toasting.
We just got to Iford Manor and it's shut, obviously. We, for some reason, thought that the car park bit where you can get down to the stream would be open, but it isn't. So we've just come around the corner and we have found a big, what we think.
Mosaic clock, because it's actually attached there and it doesn't feel like
lovely.
And mosaic.
Got a rock enthusiast over here. He's pretty set on being a geologist at the moment. So anyway, we've got our picnic and loads of other crap. And we came around the corner and we found a public footpath. So it looks like it could be quite a nice long walk, potentially with somewhere we can get down to the stream. So that's what we're going to do.
You don't like loud music? So if I put on music really loud, you're like, turn it down.
Yeah.
You don't let me get up out of bed before 6 a.m. You don't.
Oh, come on.
You sound like
you would
I
get
would.
up at like 4:30 in the morning. You'd be such a grumpy fuck.
Anyway, you don't let me get up. Hopeful then.
I know what you're thinking. It's easy for you to bask in your blissful bubble of denial, riding around the countryside on your stupid bloody e-bikes you won't shut up about. What about all the key workers on the front line having COVID-19 coughed in their face every day? What about them? Well, I'll have you know that each week when it's time to clap for the NHS, I'm out there, banging my pot and pan, making sure that every single one of my neighbours knows how appreciative I am. And to those haters out there saying clapping like a seal for a few minutes each week is just an empty gesture, and if I really wanted to help the NHS, I'd cut back on my drinking and run more, I'd say, yeah, but my neighbours can't see me do that, so what's the point?
Hannah and I both really like Dachshunds, so it was a no-brainer for us to get a Dachshund, really. They're one of our favourite breeds of dogs. However, the type of dogs that I really, really can't stand are yappy dogs, and this one in particular just barks at everything and anything. It's just constantly yapping at stuff, especially other dogs. Oh, be quiet. Oh, shush. Stop.
When I have an itch on my back and I say, can you scratch it? You don't give me a proper scratch. You basically just go like that.
You do that to me too.
Yeah, only as revenge.
Oh, okay. It's like that, is it?
Yeah.
We're just trying to throw a bit of casual family pressure on Stef to jump in the stream, in the freezing cold stream. Come on, Stef, you can do it.
That's my list.
I feel like if I had sat down to make a list, my list would have been longer than your list. Just off the top of my head, you never pick up your shoes in our bedroom, so I always trip over them because they're like freaking this big.
Hannah, this isn't fun. I don't want to sit here while you just tell me stuff you don't
The
really
next
like
thing is when you make food, you always leave everything out and just walk off.
You want to go in? Go on then, take your shoes off.
Oh, it's so horrible. Right, I've just got to jump in, don't I? Don't throw anything at me, Grace.
Is it nice for you?
No.
Oh, it's touched the bits. Okay, I'm just going to do it. Got to do it.
Yes, set example for your kid.
Careful, Roofie, careful, Roofie. 5, 4.
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah! That's so cool!
There we go.
Thank you.
Get some nice hot tea in ya.
Oh yeah, I need that, man.
I'll write a number on here
And I need to
between 1 and 10. If Mummy gets the number right, then I'll squirt myself
What does Mummy
in the
get,
face
Mummy?
with water. And if you get the number right, then you get a squirt. Do you want to do the deal?
My prize might be a little bit more
right.
exciting than just a
We
squirt.
can work that out later when Grayson's in bed.
9.
No. Think of a number.
Quick, think of one.
8.
No.
Yes.
2.
No.
3.
No.
1.
I can feel your nibbles.
No, don't do that. A little bit creepy. Don't.
Stefan, I don't think we're qualified for this.
I don't know what the official way to deal with a 6-year-old tweaking my nipples is.
You don't clean your pee off the toilet seat.
I do, that's Grayson. I teach him how to do that. Because I double lift.
The boys and I are off to the tennis court this morning. I think Grayson could actually potentially enjoy this sport, so we bought him a racket, and then obviously you can't buy one child something and not the other, so we bought a little teeny baby one for Rue, and it's so cute. So we're going to take them there this morning.
Basically, you're just a bit filthy.
It's not really, none of that's filth though, is it really?
You're just
I'm
a bit,
happy to be messy,
you're just
not
a bit
filthy.
messy and dirty.
I'm not
And I
don't
don't
call me
like that.
dirty. Messy is fine. I'm not dirty. There's no dirt, no grime.
Yeah, I just don't like
I'm
mess.
clean. Yeah, messy's fine. I'm okay to be messy.
Yeah, I know you are.
But I'll never be dirty.
Give me
Go on, Ray, let's go. Ray.
Gonna christen your new tennis racket. Very nice. How many balls are you gonna lose today?
Oh my God, I've lost so many. Hold your racket out. You know how to do it. You got to swing with the ball punch. Ready? Oh, nearly. Try again. Try again. Do it a bit slower. Ready? Ready? Oh, so close.
None of these are like grounds for divorce, are they? Really, they're just little tiny things.
No.
Oh, nearly. Oh, close. Try again. Hey! Coney, is Rufus 2 or 3?
He's 2.
If I train up Rufus. I just completely forgot for a second. If I start training him up now at 2, by the time he's by the time he's a teenager, it'll be amazing. Yeah? Just got to get you hitting the ball first. Oh, nearly.
It annoys me when we go out, you and I go out, and girls will check you out and never me. Girls will never ever look at me and be like, "Oh, he's a tasty,
Why are you
handsome
looking at the
dad."
girls, Steph?
Because I just walk past the girl and they'll check you out and they'll look at you up and down and check you out and be like, "Well, you're checking out her from the man here. I'm the
That's
guy."
what girls do, though.
It's unfair. It's ridiculous.
I'd way rather check out a girl than check out a boy. Especially if you like what they're wearing or something. It's normally that you look at.
Even when I've got my Sunday bests on, I never get a glance. It's always you. Always like, "Oh, look at her." Thanks. I feel like coughing in their face.
Oh no, he didn't.
Look at that booty. Best booty in the world, that. Really is. When Hannah and I play tennis, she refuses to play competitively. We're not allowed to play actual games. We have to just hit the ball to and from each other, which is fine. It's a good chance to rally.
You're just too competitive and I'm really not competitive.
Oh, I'm not that competitive.
You are, and it
really
takes
not.
all the fun out of it when one person's competitive and the other person isn't.
What do you go for in a girl? He crows, lifting the lager to his lips. He gestures where his mate sits, then downs his glass. He prefers tits. I prefer arse. What do you go for in a girl? Well, I feel quite uncomfortable. The air left the room a long time ago. All eyes are on me. If you must know, I'd like a girl who reads. Yeah, reads. I'm not trying to call you a chauvinist because I know that you're not alone in this, but I'd like a girl who reads. Whose heart bleeds at the words of Graham Greene or even Heat magazine, who ties back her hair while she's reading Jane Eyre, and who goes cover to cover with each Waterstones 3 for 2 offer. But I want a girl who doesn't stop there. I want a girl who reads, a girl who feeds her addiction for fiction with unusual poems and plays that she hunts out in crooked bookshops for days and days and days. She'll sit addicted at breakfast, soaking up the back of the cornflakes box, and the info she gets from what she reads makes her a total fox. Some guys prefer arses, some prefer tits, and I am not saying that I don't like those bits, but what's more important, what supersedes, is a girl with passion, wit, and dreams. So I'd like a girl who reads.
Boys and I have been out in the garden this afternoon, just doing some gardening and hanging out in the laundry and playing and making tents and stuff. Steph's just poured us both a little cheeky rum. I thought I would show you guys these glasses because these are an amazing find that I came across on Amazon. They're cocktail glasses. They're so inexpensive. They were like £13 or something for 4, and the quality is so nice. I actually ordered like 2 more boxes because I'm just going to replace all the glasses with these. I've also popped my blouse and necklace on Want Food as well. They were just a little treat. We're trying not to spend like money at the moment, but I saw them on One Feed and I was like, oh, I really like that blouse and I don't think I'm going to ever go off that. So had a little pick-me-up treat. But yeah, it's linked down below. I've never bought anything from And Other Stories before, and I only bought it when I was listing these onto One Feed. So yeah, anyway, cheers, and I am off to cook some dinner.
I think I might take the boys for a walk down by the canal. We probably won't get far because Rufus doesn't walk very fast. But it would just be nice to get out, get a bit of exercise in the morning. That's my mission basically every day, is to wear them out.
It's Mental Health Awareness Week this week, so I thought I'd talk about something related to that. I didn't know what it was for a while. I was feeling like slightly displaced. I was feeling like I lost my sense of identity for a while. And I think that's because of this strange environment that we're in. In normal life, when you go out and you see friends and you go out on date nights and you put yourself in unfamiliar situations, you're constantly re-establishing your own sense of identity back to yourself. You're like echoing you back. And I feel because that's all been taken away from us, we're left with this almost sense of feeling displaced and feeling like uneasy with ourselves.
We've just got to the canal for our walk. The boys have got some watermelon ice lollies. See how far we can get with this guy, who is still all the way down there somewhere. It's a nice time of day to come out because it hasn't got too hot yet. I find sometimes when the weather in the UK is like in the mid-20s, it's a little bit too hot for them because they just get like hot and bothered and a little bit grumpy when they get too hot. So I don't really like to get them out in the midday sun. So I thought we'd come for our little walk now.
And that's what this whole lockdown has done. It's taken all this kind of stuff away that you need to reaffirm your own identity, and it's left us feeling a little bit displaced. So if you do feel that little bit odd and uneasy and a little bit like lost within, then that could be it. It could be you're just missing those things that confirm who you are.
Is it melting? Quickly eat it then. Lick, lick, lick. He's so fast, Rufus. I didn't think we were going to get very far, but both the boys have walked really nicely. You can never tell in these kind of situations when you're a parent how far you're going to get. So it's quite nice actually to have like a proper walk. Never happens.
Anyway, there's something you might want to think about if you are feeling a little bit like uneasy with yourself. But yeah, I think that's for me personally what it is. Why I'm feeling this a little bit odd and strange. I think it's that I want to get back to my normal life and see my friends and I don't know, have that alone time and just not be quarantined anymore.
But yeah, 7 years, bloody hell, man! It's gone quick, hasn't it?
Really quick.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever once had any regrets though.
No, me neither. The thing about us there is I think we've always had, which I think has worked well for us, is that we've always had friendship at the core of everything.
Yeah, we've been mates, yeah.
And although we may not agree on certain things or have different opinions on certain things and different, like, I don't know, we like different things as well, we've kind of always had friendship at the core, and we have, I would say, probably the same kinds of values, like generally, if not very similar.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that's what works.
That's true. But anyway, cheers to this 7 years, and cheers. Well, hopefully we can make it another 7 years. Hopefully we'll see you all next week. Have a great week. Cheers.